If only for today, I could invite you to join me in the nature, help you to find peace. Breathe in and breathe out. Let yourself be rejuvenated. This is my little piece of Norway and how it changed my life. When I first came to Norway in 2002, I moved all the way up north in Finnmark in a town called Alta, which is on the 70th latitude, very far north above the Arctic Circle. The change was so extreme, it was almost shocking. As soon as I stepped off the plane, I realized that this world is much bigger than what I thought it was. When we first moved here, I'll be honest with you, I was a little bit afraid of the dark. It took some time to get used to not having any street lights, and it's just completely dark. You can't even see your own hand until your eyes get adjusted to the light. But when you look up and you see that big sky full of stars, it's so rewarding. And the moon that just lights up your path for you. No, I'm not afraid anymore. For me, I could never go back to the city sounds. Planes flying overhead and traffic and noise and jackhammers in the streets. I enjoy the quiet. I love listening to the birds and the wind through the leaves of the trees. I feel that I can let my shoulders sink and just breathe in this fresh air. This is my forest, my trees, my moss, my berries. Although you may pick some if you like, there are plenty for everyone. Come, walk with me. Having 9 acres of woods, there is much to explore. The nature is abundant and thriving. Do you see the leaves changing? Can you smell the crisp fragrance of the forest? The neighbor's sheep are welcome to graze upon my land. All summer long, I appreciate listening to the sounds of their bells. I find their ringing bells soothing and associate the sounds with home. They help to keep the balance. As they feed, they also fertilize this land. The dramatic sky is so alluring, and the clouds captivate me. All is in tune if we let it be. The contrasts of city living and choosing to live on the countryside is a big step for people, and I understand that. People are used to suburbia and living close to their neighbors. I just enjoy the peace and quiet. Being in touch with nature is so important. And I think we've lost that. Just going into the forest and picking berries and wild mushrooms and edible plants and medicinal plants. I think we've lost that part of our culture, and it's sad. I think what the world needs is to go back to basics. Live a slower paced life, less stress. Appreciate the little things. This earth is so beautiful. This is my home, a house of logs built in 1932. It is modest, but provides us with shelter, and it has its charm. I appreciate the simple life, and stacking wood for the winter is a chore that must be done. We need an abundance of firewood because of the energy crisis we are currently facing in Europe. My son fastened an old tire to the chopping stump to make things easier. It collects the pieces of wood to save our backs from becoming sore. Unfortunately, we were not able to grow the vegetables we would have liked to this year. My family and I were sick with corona in July. Being unable to tend to the garden left the greenhouse in shambles. But somehow, the experimental corn managed to survive. Spreading their roots long into the ground, they found enough water. Hopefully, I will get another chance next spring. The autumn is here and I harvest what I can from the forest. There are many types of edible mushrooms waiting to be picked, and this is an excellent berry year in the south of Norway. Yes, places like this do exist. Sometimes I still cannot believe my own eyes. I realize that living so secluded like this isn't for everybody. These are just my opinions and how I feel and how moving to this beautiful country changed my life. People often ask me the question, do you ever get lonely living so excluded in the forest? My clear answer to that is no. I absolutely love it. It's my land, and it's been nothing but a blessing. I think living in the natural forest is so much better than having a lawn that you have to mow and everything has to be the same. Everyone looks to their neighbor's yard and wants the same thing. But in nature, it's not that way. It's not all symmetrical. It's wild. It's free. It's grand. Just the primitive act of making a fire outside is so rewarding. And I have decided to cook some lunch. In Norwegian, this is called pinnebrød, when you wrap the dough around a stick and cook it on the fire. Pretty neat, huh? My husband made the dough with a little thyme and garlic seasoning. So simple and delicious. Stella, vill du ha något gott? Kom hit. Kom hit, vill du ha något gott? Ja. Så här. Sitt. Hilab, sitt. Sitt. Hilab, ja, så flink. Varsågod. The simple fact of the matter is that the choice that I made living here in Norway has changed my life. I would say for the better, because I'm less stressed, I'm more relaxed, and it's so meditative to be in touch with the nature. This world has become a complicated place to live and to flourish. I realize that many people out there don't have access to this kind of nature. Even if they wanted to, it's hard. It's hard to move, relocate. Many of us work more than one job and have kids and family and not enough time to get to do everything that they wish they could. And that is exactly why I'm making these videos for you, to help get you in touch with nature. And I hope that I'm succeeding and that you can just sit back and relax and let me bring the nature to you. If you enjoy these videos, please remember to subscribe to our channel. Tommy and I love your comments, and he's here too. He's just not on camera as much. But he is flying the drone and filming and doing a marvelous job. Bye for now, my lovelies. Have a wonderful day.